Hi, this is Dale Janota with School Board Support Services. I'm a statistician, been working with schools throughout the nation for 35 years, and I want to go over with you a 2019-20 teacher salary and benefit analysis and to show how you guys were paid countywide. So I have 917 schools in my study, but I'm going to just take a look at El Dorado County. So that's all I had to do to pick up all your data. And what I do is I like to look at salaries objectively. We're going to be looking at salaries, we're going to be looking at benefits, we're going to be looking at salary and benefits together on a per diem basis, and a new thing based on student teacher ratio. That turns to be quite an eyeful. So I'm looking at 2019-20 data. If you're not settled yet, you're still using previous year's data. I use the older data or the 19-20 data. And I'm going to look at El Dorado High School here. They're still bargaining for this year, but they're still number one. And what I do is I like to look at teacher salaries over a long period of time. So I do what I call a 26-year earning power approach to teacher salary schedules. I take a teacher at the BA 30 starting salary with the credential or the next smaller column, walk them through your structure for a period of 26 years, defining the value of your structure, your salary structure, with one number. I use a 26-year approach because the average number of years of service current retirees have that are drawing off a retirement system is 26 years. Now, that's the national average. Okay, for El Dorado County, you can see what the county average is. I'm going to look at El Dorado High School, and I'm going to show you yours as well. Okay, so when I look at El Dorado High School, their earning power, $2,070,651. That would be the potential a teacher would make over a 26-year period. I move them throughout the state, every school district in California in a consistent manner. Structurally, then, they were 221,000 above the county average, 10.7% above average, and they were first in the county. Now I'm going to go push this down so you can see how your district turned out. You can see how you look here. This would be the overall earning power of the schedule. In other words, potential earnings and also the impact it has upon the district. Okay, then the next number I look at would be the BA 30 starting salary. Okay, at that point you can see 52,208, 3,900 above average, 7.7% above average, and they were number one in the county. The next number I look at is I look at the highest salary with the BA 45. Now, the reason I pick that number is because nationally, BA 45 is as far as an individual can go without a master's degree. That tends to be the norm. Now, that norm is not true in California, but I do this in quite a few states, and sometimes people like to look at that number and to see how they compare with other states. You can see El Dorado, where they're at. They're a little bit below average, 1.2% below, and you rank sixth. There's quite a deviation there. You see Rescue, they're right up there. I mean, it might take a long time to get there. Okay, and then I do the same thing with the top salary on the schedule. Now, when I say top salary, I may stop at step 26. If your schedule goes on forever, I just stop it at step 26. I include the master's stipend if you have one on the side, but I do not include a PhD. So there you can see El Dorado High School, 13,000 above average, 12.9% above average, and they rank number one. Now, benefits is huge. So I'm going to go just look at the benefits first here. Here's the average that they pay. It looks like most of you guys there use a composite rate. There could be some deviation here. As you can see, not everybody does. There's one rescue doesn't. Okay. And then what I do, though, they've got the best benefits in the county too here. You see they rank number one on single, and I also do it based on family, 182 work days, and I do student-teacher ratio as well. That's one thing you're going to find quite interesting when I continue. Then I take the benefits, I add it to the schedule, and I do it all over again. And I do it two ways. I do it with salary and single insurance and salary and family. So you can see here, here's El Dorado High School. They're still number one. Matter of fact, they're even more number one than they were before. They're 13% above average. You can see how your district is with benefits. Could be quite a variance there when we look at benefits. Okay, and then you can see the BA 30 starting salary with benefits. Now this is family. I do it with single too, not much difference though in your county there. You can see how much above, and you rank number one. Biggest number with the BA 45. Okay. And then the biggest on the schedule, including your master stipend and your benefits. See where you're at there. Okay, then I do it with single insurance, and I don't think I need to go through this as you're getting the gist of it. And then I do it on a per diem basis. Now that used to be a pretty big issue when you're dealing with furlough days, but it can still be a pretty big issue. As you can see, El Dorado High School is even more number one than they were before. That didn't make any sense, more number one. Oh well, good humor. Okay, you can see the base pay equivalent for that on a per diem there. And then I also do it with the benefits. Okay, but now this is the interesting part when I look at student-teacher ratio. When I look at student-teacher ratio, little difference here. El Dorado High School, when I looked at salary, they were number 11 out of the 11 schools that I had data for here. When I did it with salary and benefits, they were number 11. Now, that's nothing to get alarmed with because that makes sense. If you're well paid, there's a reason. And when I say student-teacher ratio, I'm not talking about class size. I'm taking the total number of students divided by the total number of certified staff. Or certified teachers, I should say. Okay, so it's a reality, but it's a nice way of looking at things. And one thing as bargaining, good data, current data is very important. I used to bargain professionally for school districts all over the country, and I know what that's like. So I like to get good data. So this is what I developed, 26-year approach, and boom, 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 boom. Now over here in this column, this is the key. Right here, you can put in any schools in here you want. Right now I put in lack of knowledge, I just put in the whole county. I have every district, I got 917 schools in it. You can see what the state average is in earning power, okay? I have them listed here alphabetically with 917 schools. All you have to do is look at the code numbers and boom, you put them in there and you can run that. I also have my codes sorted another way. What I do here, sorted by codes, okay? I have them sorted by enrollment. I have them sorted by district type. So if El Dorado wanted, they're a high school district, all I have to do is to find them here. And I think I can find them. They should show up pretty soon. Oh, they're a K-12, not unified. Let's see here. Where are they here? Unified. There we go. There they are. Okay, see, I automatically highlight it here for you. So you can do it based on enrollment. You could take, let's say I want to know how I compare with the 10 bigger and the 10 smaller high school districts in the state. All you have to do is to copy these code numbers back to over here, and it's automatically generated for you. But here's the neat feature. You can make projections. Let's say El Dorado High School wants to look at a 2.5% increase in salary. Okay, and let's say they want to put a benefit cap of $1,200 a month. You just stick these numbers in there. And even if you're not settled, I mean, if you are settled already, you want to look to see what if I did this to it, what if I did this to it. You can do that as well. It automatically looks at your schedule, added 2.5% to everything, increased the benefits to $1,200, and did the study for you that way. So you can always look to see, you can do a what if. Well, what happens if we do this? Okay. And if I look, keep going to the right, you see everything is generated. You'll see now we have 1,200 and 1,200. Boom, 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 boom. And checking out a proposal. Okay, so you can do that. I think it's kind of cool. It's kind of easy to work with. I like to make things easy for districts. I like to make sure you have good stuff. Now, there's still, probably 250 or 60 schools that are using previous year's data. Now, I charge $795 for everything. Now, that's just a one-time yearly fee. And what you do is you get this entire template where you can pick and choose any schools you want, stick them in this. You can stick the whole state in if you want, and then that everything will be run for you. And then also you'll be receiving updates. Because 2019-20, there's still a lot of districts working under old salary schedules. I will update this from now until next October. And when it's updated, I automatically send you a new one. There's no extra charge on it. It's just a one-time $795 fee. I get a lot of positive remarks on this. As you can see, to get this for 917 schools takes just about a year to do. And I think what I have here you'll find very beneficial. I hope to hear from you. My name is Dale Janota, and here's my relevant stuff here. I got everything on here. I'm a real person. I'm 70 years old, and I'm a researcher. And as a researcher, I found out if you idle yourself, you die. So I figured I'm going to keep working, and so far my findings are correct because I'm still living. And I thank you, and I hope to hear from you, and I hope that you find this worthy. I know most people sure do. I always have troubles getting out of here. How do I get out of here? Do it every time. Let's see. There we go.